Hello. Whenever you sell one of our scissors, you're going to find that it comes with a set of finger sizers. There's a 6-piece set. There's 2 small, 2 medium, and 2 large sizers included with that. Now, stylists get very excited about the fact that they can choose their own colors, and we do have 14 colors. But the real reason they're in there is because fit is very, very important to stylists, and frequently most stylists have never been fitted with a scissor before that has sizers. Most scissors come like this. Maybe there's a sizer that doesn't fit very well for the finger hole, but usually not. But what most stylists don't realize is that as you hold that shear, if there is a lot of room in either the finger hole or even the thumb hole, there is a tendency for that scissor to slide down so that the natural position, if she doesn't hold it in place, is going to be something like that. If stylists cut that way, they're using a lot of motion and a lot of energy to open and close a shear. That's what finger sizers are supposed to do, is to help prevent that and to help prevent fatigue and hand problems with a stylist. So when you deliver a scissor to a stylist, you should be fitting those sizers in with that scissor. And a lot of times, maybe just fitting a regular sizer, one in each hole, will take care of the problem. For instance, on this shear, I do not have any extra space in my thumb hole. One of those is perfectly fine for me. I've got a little bit more room in this finger hole, but it's still not bad. However, on another shear, I may find a shear like this, for instance, that just having one, particularly in the finger hole, is not nearly enough. It allows my finger to slide through much too far on the hole. And what happens that a stylist usually doesn't realize is that your hand instinctively knows that it has to have a certain amount of tension to make those blades operate correctly and cut hair. And if there is too much play in the hole, then your hand actually cramps up to be able to compensate for that and to give you enough power to open and close that shear correctly. It's kind of like for a girl, if she buys a pair of shoes and they're too large, she'll scrunch up her toes to make sure that that shoe is not falling off. Well, your hand does the same thing, and what that means is your hand has a lot of tension in it while you're opening and closing that blade. If your hand, however, is fitted correctly to the scissor, then it can relax and still have power transference down to the end of the blade. Now, for instance, on a shear like this, I have not only a single sizer in both the finger hole and the thumb hole, but I've actually doubled up on those as well. I've got a thicker extra small sizer and a little thinner one in here because that just about fits my finger perfectly. Most stylists should have the scissor actually resting on between the end and the first knuckle of the ring finger, and the same thing on your thumb. It shouldn't be sliding back farther back than your knuckle, and that will give you the maximum power to open and close the blade and cut hair and still not have a lot of tension and fatigue in your hand. So fitting these scissors is really, really important. It's not just the prettiness of the sizers. It really helps. And being able to go in and fit stylists when they have a new scissor, you will find that even if they tell you, I never use sizers in my scissors, I really don't need them, just tell them, just humor me. Let me put in sizers and see how it feels. If you don't like it, I can pop them right out. It's not a problem. You will be surprised at the number of times that you put finger sizers in a scissor for a stylist and she says to you, these feel way better than they did before. I never realized scissors could be this comfortable. And then she's going to want to buy sizers for the rest of her shears, which she should do. Using sizers also is a way to help you gain entrance into certain salons. I know a lot of our distributors who have sizers. They buy them either in the 6-packs or in the bulk, and they'll go into a salon and offer for either free or a nominal cost, maybe $1 a ring, something like that, to fit stylists the scissors, or at least one pair of scissors that they actually use. And that's a way for you to have them remember who you are and to see the kind of service level that you are willing to offer them. So same thing in schools. A lot of these little gals have never had scissors fit to their hands, and so it makes a big difference for them to be able to have the scissor not only look great because they love pink or purple or whatever, but also because they actually can use the scissor more effectively now. Thank you.